Cooking with what you have doesn't have to be boring and it doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to be a pro to make really delicious food at home. In fact, you don't even have to have a nice apron or a nice kitchen, although I happen to have both. So I'm going to cook with some of my pantry staples and hopefully you get a little inspiration. We are going to make a version of carbonara. I love this recipe because it comes together really quickly and it's super adaptable. I have a large pot of water that I brought to a boil. You want like a small handful of salt. 1 pound of spaghetti into a pot of boiling water. I do not break my spaghetti. I have major issues with that. Just go ahead and take some large tongs. We all know how this works. We all know how to do this part. If you don't know this part, go back to that spaghetti box and just read the packaging. Okay, our spaghetti is gonna take anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. While your spaghetti cooks, it's time to get all of your other ingredients ready. For every carbonara, you need a meat. You need either pancetta or bacon. In this case, I am just using some thick cut bacon that I had in the freezer. This is about 6 ounces of bacon. You can use slab bacon, you can use thin cut bacon. If you have pancetta, that would be really amazing in this recipe. Give it a quick dice. This does not have to be perfect. And what I like to do is pop the bacon in the freezer for about 20 minutes. That makes it a lot easier to slice. It is one of what I like to call a mad genius tip. Pop this right in there and give our hands a little wash. Okay, so now for the cheese. This is where this recipe gets really interesting because my version of carbonara uses smoked gouda. This wedge is about 7 ounces. I need about 6 ounces for this recipe, so we're gonna pretty much grate the whole thing. So we only need about 1 cup for the recipe, but then a little extra for serving. And bam! That looks so good. Like I said, this recipe is super adaptable, so if you're cooking at home and you don't have smoked gouda, use whatever cheese you have on hand, whether it's Parmesan, sharp cheddar, even Monterey Jack. Go for it. Time to get our eggs. For this recipe, you're gonna want 5 large egg yolks. So we're gonna go ahead and separate our eggs. Ooh, I always get nervous when I separate eggs. I think it's because I'm nervous my pasta's gonna overcook. I'm cracking the egg whites into a separate bowl. Don't waste them. Those make a really delicious egg white omelet. In addition to the 5 egg yolks, you want 1 whole large egg. So we're gonna go ahead and crack that into the same bowl with the yolks. Get it right in there. Let's pop our whites into the refrigerator. All right, so looks like we are good to go. We've got our eggs, we've got our bacon, we've got our cheese. It's time to check on the pasta. These are looking good. Pull one of these guys out to give it a try. It's perfect. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drain this in a colander, but first, we're gonna wanna save some of that pasta water. So take a heat-proof measuring cup like this one and just dip it right into your pot. You want at least a cup reserved, but if you take a little more, it doesn't hurt. Now we are ready to drain our pasta. Okay, pasta is drained and it's time to build our sauce. In the same pot that you boiled the pasta, you're going to get it over about medium-high heat, and to that, let's add a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And also, we are going to add that 6 ounces of bacon that we chopped. And we are gonna cook this over about medium-high heat until it's rendered and just starting to crisp. Let's prepare the base for our incredible carbonara sauce. Large bowl, the largest one you have, because ultimately everything in this recipe is gonna end up in this pot. To that, we are going to add all those eggs we cracked. To your eggs, you're gonna add that 1 cup of shredded Gouda. I'm gonna eyeball it. To me, that's a cup. Okay, so I'm gonna give that a quick whisk. Get them really evenly mixed. A nice, generous pinch of salt. You're gonna add 2 teaspoons of freshly ground black pepper. Sounds like a lot, but it's gonna give it a ton of flavor. Let's give that a whisk. So one of the tricky things to making carbonara is once you finally add the hot pasta to your egg sauce, it's very easy to scramble those eggs. But I've got a mad genius tip, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually temper our egg mixture with the hot pasta water. For this, we only wanna add about a half a cup to the egg mixture, so go nice and slow. You know you're good when you've incorporated that reserved hot pasta water and your eggs don't look scrambled and they just look nice and smooth. And if you put your hands on the bottom of the bowl, you can actually feel that it's sort of warm. not only did we temper the eggs, but we sort of halfway cooked them through, and they'll finish cooking when we add the hot pasta. Come check out this bacon. You can see that it's rendered all that fat. The bacon is almost crisp, and all of this fat is gonna add so much flavor. Once your bacon is cooked, it's time to add your pasta right back into the pot. Whoop! Get it in there. You wanna stir it around and get it nice and coated. And to that, we're gonna add 3/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper to give it a really awesome heat. Swirl it around. We wanna add a little bit more of that reserved pasta water right into the pot, about another 1/2 cup, which is gonna deglaze the pan and get all of those little toasty, tasty bits right into our sauce. And at this point, we are ready to add our pasta to our egg mixture. Woo! Steamy, hot pasta, all in there. Pasta's in, we're gonna get your forearm workout. You're gonna vigorously mix this around to thicken the sauce and finish cooking those eggs. I mean, this is silky, this is foolproof carbonara. I say we serve ourselves up a little bowl. That is perfect carbonara. It's silky, it's creamy, it's got tons of flavor. That crushed red pepper gave it a little bit of heat. I've got double smoky flavor from bacon and that Gouda cheese. Don't have smoked Gouda? Who cares? Use whatever cheese you have on hand. Use whatever pasta you have on hand. So what version are you gonna make at home?